Mike Durbin wants to talk about some wrestling, unlike Mike Wills. Mike Wills wants to talk about me allegedly trying to take him out. Mike says, "What's up, Ramble Crew? Did y'all subscribe to Peacock yet?"
Sure did. That's how I was watching Fastlane.
I did, but that's part of my con for later, and we'll get into that when we get to it.
We will. Let's go ahead and table that then. I seen Sunny shaking her head also, so we'll save that and discuss that here in a little while. Might as well go ahead and get started though. Our topic for the week is let's see, who did the Undertaker have the best feud with? There was only a few options, in my opinion, of who I could have picked for this. It's not that dog, I'll tell you that right now. Whose dog was that? Was that your dog again, Mike?
No.
That was my bastard
dog. There you go.
Did you say it was your bastard dog?
Yeah.
Like Pac? Is his name Pac?
No.
Monster Daddy.
He's just super evil.
Anyway, who did the Undertaker have the best feud with? I will be surprised if we do not all once again have the same answers. I don't know. You got Daphne over there, and you got freaking.
What the heck?
You got Mike Wills with his craziness last week. What was it? You picked the best WrestleMania rivalry: Steamboat and Flair. Is that what you said, or Steamboat and?
No, Steamboat and Macho Man.
Steamboat and Macho Man.
Yeah.
Steamboat and Macho Man.
Yeah,
I might have a surprise for you today. Maybe.
I don't know. Like I said last week, I think we might have talked about some of them last week.
We did.
This week, so
we did.
I mean, to me, I'll tell you right now. To me, there's only two guys I think Undertaker really had a good feud with.
I got 4 on my list, Lyndon, but 2 of them really made sense. That being said, Champ, I'm going to start with you. And yes, I'll just give you the credit, called you Champ.
Thank you.
That was hard to do.
It's okay.
Proud of you. Proud of you, Skip.
I'm trying to be a nice guy. But then you got jerks over here like this trying to come in and take stuff that I worked my hind end off for. I ain't going into that again. Mike Loving, he ain't even here. See, golly, I'm tore all to hell over here. One of them mics, there's like 14 mics rolling around. Ramblers, I want you guys to put your pick in the chat, because after we go around the table here, we're going to get back to you guys and see if any of your picks are different than our picks. Kenny Dunn, you get to pick one. Good Lord, Janice. He's picking over like 20 over there. He's like Brian Resner. I used to tell Brian Resner to give me one. He give me like 10 answers. Mike Wills, who he do. Who had the best feud with the Undertaker of all time?
Okay, this is going to be also a little bit of trivia for y'all. The answer may have changed since he went into retirement, but if y'all knew who had the best winning percentage against the Undertaker while he was still an active wrestler, then that would be the answer to this question. I believe Mankind, Mick Foley, had the best against the Undertaker, because while Mick Foley was still an active wrestler, he had the best winning percentage against the Undertaker. Therefore, that's my pick. Mick Foley, the many faces of Foley against the Undertaker.
That was such a nerd move. Well, according to my calculations, Mankind's won more than any.
Oh, you're right, John. I apologize.
Nerd alert.
That answer did require intelligence, and I understand that you don't understand stuff that, so I get that. So for those of you who actually have a little bit of intelligence and some knowledge, yes, that would be the answer.
I got that answer.
That's your answer
there
as
well,
you go.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's one of my, because I actually have 4. That's one of mine.
Okay, hang on, Lyndon. Hang on.
Yeah.
Sonny, that's your number 1, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell us why.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it started with the Boiler Room Brawl. I think that was in '96. Then we had Hell in a Cell, the most memorable match. Well, one of the most memorable matches of all time.
That's a hard word.
That was in '98. That is a long
King of the
word,
Ring.
and it's hard to say when you're stoned.
Memorable.
King of the Ring. That Hell in a Cell match at King of the Ring '98, man. Ooh.
Yeah, 98. So, I mean, even 2 years, they were still going at it. And it was still fresh. And they delivered.
You're right. Jeremy, you don't have to come in here and start being a jerk, too. He said JCC doesn't do maths.
Didn't sound like it.
I do maths. Whistle Pete, or whatever the hell your name is. Whistle Pig. Isn't that a Black Sabbath song? Whistle Pig?
War Pig.
War Pig.
Oh, yeah.
War Pig.
That was it. Yeah.
You do math like Big Papa Pump does math.
You got a 33 to third chance of keeping that belt, son. I'll tell you right now. Tommy, Lyndon, did you guys have Mankind as your number one?
I actually did not until I watched Broken Skull Sessions with Stone Cold and Taker talking about the match with him and Mankind.
Why you got to bring up Stone Cold? I don't even want to talk about Stone Cold today.
No. The reason I say that is because Undertaker gave a brief discussion on that match with him and Mick Foley at King of the Ring in '98. Because apparently because there was two instances. Taker said he didn't want to throw Mick off top of that cell. Memorable moment, right? Through all the WWE.
Who would want to throw him off? Sure, buddy, this will be great. Let's do it.
But that was Mick Foley, though. Let's be real here. That was Mick Foley in his Mankind gimmick. He put his body on the line, right?
You're right, yeah.
The second instance was when he got choke slammed through the top of that cell. And when Undertaker talked about how that thing actually wasn't supposed to give way like it did, and I mean, man, I'm like, man, Mick Foley literally went through a freaking cell all the way down to the ground.
As God is my witness, he's broken in half.
Yeah.
And Taker said that wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
Because if he still would have been on top of that, Taker would have fell on top of Mick. So I was like,
Mick Foley had
definitely won.
And Mick Foley had the wherewithal to push that tooth through his mouth after that. That was an impressive moment as well.
No, I think you're confused. I don't think he had the wherewithal, Mike. I think he was living his gimmick at that moment. He didn't know where the hell he was at, I don't think. It was muscle memory is what he was doing. He was just like, he was like Tommy. I'm just happy to be here.
Like after hearing Taker discuss that and talk about it, I was like, man, yeah, I got more respect for Mick Foley because Taker was like, man, that thing was just already, the things were detaching and everything. And he was like, man, my only concern was making sure Mick was all right. I just needed Mick to move.
I will say this, yeah. Mankind was my number two. And if it wasn't for the number one, I don't know if, I mean, there's no, without a shadow of a doubt, Mankind would have been number one. But Tommy, Lyndon, I went with Kane. Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you. Kane was another one. Because if it wasn't,
he's one of them. Yeah.
That's not your pick, Tommy?
How else would we get Brothers of Destruction?
Oh, well, hang on a second, Lyndon. My mind is blown right now. Tommy's number one is not Mankind, is not Kane. Is it Daphne or Brooklyn Brawler or some dumb shit like that?
Probably Triple H or Shawn Michaels.
I tell you, literally, what was his greatest feud?
Okay.
Was Father Time.
Oh, my God.
Think about it.
That's a Mike Wills answer.
Think about it here. He had that. He had that bad match.
Lyndon, can I just turn his feet off right now?
You just do it. I mean, you can.
He had that bad match with Roman Reigns that was god awful because he couldn't even lift the guy.
Well, see, but here's the thing: Taker admitted he should have never wrestled that year.
Right? He shouldn't. He shouldn't. And then here comes Cena. Oh, I'm going to do an 8-minute squash match with Taker. Made him look bad.
No, that was fine.
No, it was fine. The match with him and Roman, though, Taker even said he had no business being in the ring.
Notice, I'm not trying to defend that, Lyndon. I'm not touching that one, guys.
Then the Brock
Lesnar. Yep.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar knocked him plumb goofy, and he looked old the whole time he was goofy.
He was unconscious. He got knocked out at one point in the match. That's why it went like that.
Tommy, I want you to know. Tommy, I want you to know that Darth Loving is in the chat trying to make me have you take a vacation next week. Hey, Mike, can I tell you a secret? If I do decide to give Tommy the week off next week, guess who I'm not going to have on? I bet you can't figure it out, old bud. Hey, Mike Loving, you want back on the show? Go get my damn belt for me. There you go, buddy. Watch your back, Mike. Mike Wills, watch your back.
See, me and Mike Wills, we're thinking alike now. I like it.
Father Time is your pick. Really?
Father Time, that's nice.
Father Time is my pick as the Undertaker's greatest rivalry.
That's so lazy, Tommy.
Oh man,
I could be
Hey, I've had a day.
greatest rivalry. He said I've had a day. No, Mike Loving, you got it all wrong, dummy. He said, I will challenge you, Mike Wills. No, don't challenge him. Go get the belt and bring it back to me. Challenge him? What are you doing? Jeez.
Oh, my God.
man.
All right, I'm going to go up in the chat here and let's see what some people said.
Oh, there's been some good ones going around in there.
There
There's
has.
some good ones.
Barbie's in the chat. She says Kane possibly. That was my pick. Jeremy said Michaels and Kane. Shawn Michaels was my number 3 pick.
Shawn was my number 3 and Hunter was my 4.
I see. Hunter was my 5. I give Stone Cold.
Really?
I give Stone Cold my number 4 because of the work that him and Undertaker did during the corporate ministry days. That was good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Kenny Dunn, Triple H, HBK, Mankind. Hey, Mama's in the chat. She said, take the high road like your mama taught you, JCC. I'm trying, Mom, but he's over flaunting my belt, and he's just saying mean stuff to me and stuff and things. Tell him to quit being a jerk, and I'll be nicer.
You know, John, I did happen to look up your mother on Facebook, and she is a lovely woman. What happened with you?
I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh about my bad. I shouldn't be laughing.
And you wonder why I keep calling you a jerk, you jerk.
Because I said your mom was a lovely woman?
It ain't got nothing to do with my mom being lovely. She is a lovely woman. But
there you go. We agree.
But I'm sorry, I'm not a lovely woman, Mike. I try, okay? I mean, well, I don't try to be a lovely woman, but I try to be lovely. I'm sorry, I'm not your flavor, sir.
I'm sure you were the apple of her eye until you rotted.
All I'm thinking of is that Shelton Benjamin promo where he talks about he loves his mama. That's what I'm getting from John Covey Cole right now. Is that Shelton Benjamin promo with him loving his mama?
I love my mama. Here's a surprise answer I didn't see coming. Kenny Dunn says Yokozuna.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually thought of that. Yeah.
Yoko. Yeah.
And see, Jeremy wants to
Definitely
talk
Yokozuna.
Jeremy wants to talk smack to me about maths, and he got the same 3 picks that I had: Kane, Mankind, and Michaels. And he still want to be mean to me.
And honestly, I honestly have Michaels and Triple H up there because you gotta remember Undertaker's faced them more than what he did in that 4-year stretch.
Right. A lot of people forget about earlier. Back in the Attitude Era, Shawn Michaels coming out of the rafters in his all white gear, and how do you like your Undertaker? Medium well or well done?
I'm pretty sure he had a match with Taker. He had a match with Hunter and Shawn 3 times at a WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken, because that wasn't Hunter's first go around with Taker at WrestleMania.
I know he did Hunter, but I don't know if he did Shawn back in the day. I don't think he did.
One of the things I always liked about Undertaker is as he was always putting the younger talent over. Not really a rivalry, but the best one-off match I ever saw was like the first time that Jeff Hardy faced him. And the whole crowd was really into it. And go for it, kid, and everything. And then after the match was over, he picked him up and shook his hand and went on. That was I
remember watching that
career-defining moment for Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy ain't give up. He was like, man, look, I ain't done.
My favorite share shot of all time is from Undertaker to Jeff Hardy.
Oh.
That was so gruesome.
Boy, when he swung, he swung.
Yes, he did. Sonny,
One of
you
the
got
best strikers in the team.
You got Abu in here saying hi to you again.
Hey, Boo.
You need to tell Abu to say hi to your friends too. Quit being a jerk like Mike and say hi to the rest of us. Hi, Abu.
Abu's our friend from Bangladesh.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Loving
Like
is
it.
really stroking on you, Wills. He said Mike Wills is the best Ramble champion.
Yeah,
I'm not the
because
best.
Mike,
I'm not the best. I'm the current.
because Mike's two terms of being champion lasted about, I don't know, 3.5 minutes total.
It ain't been long.
Something like
Hey, that reminds me, John Covey Cole.
What?
I know a lot of people get this title. How many people retain this title?
Not many, if any at all.
I'm going to call my shot right here, right now, live. I am going to make this to all the fans out there. I'm going to retain this title more than anybody else.
You done shit and fell back in. That's what you done did.
Holy shnikes.
Where there's a wills, there's a way.
Oh, there's a way. I'm gonna get that title off of you.
And there's a way I'm going to retain this title, John. You keep putting people in front of me. Maybe next week, instead of me in the one corner, you're going to have me in two corners. Put my face up here in two spots instead of one.
Y'all want to give me a hard time about Mavs? This guy's trying to damn clone himself.
Have Dolly
man.
out.
Any other honorable mentions, Undertaker feuds that you guys really enjoyed?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if y'all remember this, cat, but I was just thinking it because I remember this happened at Royal Rumble. Y'all remember that cat Maven?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Maybe. That is a good one. Yeah.
I do.
Baker and Maven.
He got.
Yeah. That was another one I was thinking of because I was like, man, there was one other one. I'm like, Maven. This dude Maven used to like be in there, and then he did the wrong thing by eliminating Undertaker. And it was like, oh crap, what did I just do?
My mom's down. I think she's starting to turn on me. Maybe she's over here making these crazy comments. She says, "Has anyone ever retired with a belt and took it out of circulation?" The Royal Ramble belt's not going to be done that way. I'll tell you that right now, Mike Wills.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's going to be my belt. It's going to be my belt until somebody comes along and takes it from me. But they have to come get it and take it.
It's going to be your belt until I decide that I want it back, and then I will come and I will get it, sir.
Well, you'd be crap out of luck if that belt made it to Georgia because you wouldn't be seeing it.
Yeah, I got.
Well, that'll be the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
He's over here singing country music. We got to take a break.